Hello friends, welcome to Shorthand Hangover, legal dictation number 2 for various court exams. Get ready, start. As discussed above, the case law referred to by the counsel for accused is fully applicable to the facts of the present case. The submission made by the APP that the accused Vinod Kumar has sold the property even before the stipulated date for execution of sale deed in favor of the complainant to other person, namely Ashok Kumar, and rendering himself handicapped shows that the accused Vinod Kumar has intended to cause cheating to the complainant is not tenable as it has been made clear by the Honorable Supreme Court of India in the case of Nageshwar Prasad Singh Supra, wherein while referring to illustration G of section 415, the Honorable Apex Court has observed in clear words that such transaction was purely within the purview of civil liability stop para. It was further laid down in that case that to hold a person guilty of cheating, it is necessary to show that he had a fraudulent or dishonest intention at the time of making the promise. Further, that intention from the beginning cannot be attributed on mere failure to keep up the promise subsequently. Another ruling of the Honorable Supreme Court in Nageshwar Prasad Singh alias Sinha versus Narayan Singh and another 1998 4 recent criminal cases 207 also relied upon to the same effect. The above quoted rulings are fully applicable to the facts of the present case. In the instant case, as stated above, accused Vinod Kumar had admittedly title in the dispute property agreed to be sold and there was no dispute about the same. There also did not appear to be any fraudulent intention on his part at the time of execution of the impugned agreements when he had title in the disputed property. As stated above, the complainant is stated to have since filed a suit for specific performance of the impugned agreements of sale made by accused Vinod Kumar in his favor stop para. However, keeping in view the facts and circumstances discussed above, the accused or any of them hardly appeared to have committed any offence in the case when the dispute between the parties regarding alienation of dispute property in breach of the impugned agreements was merely of civil nature and the accused hardly appeared to have committed any offence by the same. In these circumstances, the impugned order of the learned trial magistrate ordering discharge of the accused respondents in the case do not in any way suffer from any factual or legal infirmity for which to interfere in this revision and the revision petition is hereby dismissed. Stop para. Coming to the last contention that an effort should be made to avoid conflict of findings between the civil and criminal courts, it is necessary to point out that the standard of proof required in the two proceedings are entirely different. Civil cases are decided on the basis of preponderance of evidence, while in a criminal case, the entire burden lies on the prosecution and proof beyond reasonable doubt has to be given. There is neither any statutory provision nor any legal principle that the findings recorded in one proceeding may be treated as final or binding in the other, as both the cases have to be decided on the basis of the evidence adduced therein. Stop. Hope you like the dictation. If you like the dictation, please like, subscribe, share with others, press the bell icon for more updates. Please join our Telegram group for more updates. Thank you.